you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm about to begin a Halibut adventure. I first saw this game in one of those, I was going to say E3. It might have been an E3, but I think it was probably Game of the Year awards, wasn't it? I can tell you on the Twitch, it's not a terribly popular game, despite the fact that it's one of the few games where a bunch of people I know have gone, yeah, that looks really interesting. And I've been meaning to play it for a while. I happen to be on the Game Pass right now for a month or two, and this feels like a game that I was interested in, that I could definitely complete within the month, thus earning the £10 worth of game. So let's play it, shall we? I'm gonna try and complete a couple of games, to be honest, but this was actually the game that that clinched the deal, as it were. I will speak more in a second. The fish, because it's about halibut. I get it. I've checked. I don't secretly have control. We're just watching right now. I understand that the gimmick of this game is that it was made with artistic intent. So, the other gimmick is that it's all not stop motion. These are 3D models, but they were built in real life and scanned in a computer to try and sort of build a hybrid style. Yeah, I thought it looked pretty interesting. I feel like we should reward originality. And yeah, sure, it's
Harold, I'm afraid I need you to come with me.
Oh, hi, Major. What's the matter? Is that leak bothering you again?
It's your fine, your unpaid fine.
I had a fine?
You still do. Tubing without the proper credit on your tube card. Can you settle it now?
No. But wait, I'm sure I topped it up.
Improper tube card management, Halibut. You surely recall that since last week, the Energy District tubes require your tube card to be topped up with blue credit if an onward journey to the social district is intended, in addition to the usual weekly turquoise credit.
But only last month, it was a green.
I don't make the rules, Harold, but the rules make me. Now let's get you over to the fine secretary so we can all get on with our day.
This all seems pretty unreasonable. Oh yeah, so it's an adventure, like a point and click. Oh, I'm not entirely sure of the genre, but I assume a lot of walking around and talking to people.
Fell foul of the end-user insufficient funds clause. I'm afraid if you really can't pay, you're going to have to think of someone who can.
I guess that means you'll have to wait for the professor again. Who knows what she sees in you? Right, I'm needed elsewhere. There's a disturbing rise in the number of people traveling without the appropriate tickets recently. I hope for both our sakes not to see you again soon, Harold.
I only yesterday I had to run to get on the train because it arrived early, or I arrived late, probably that one to be honest. And I had to buy the ticket before getting off the station. And I had a police officer explain to me I'll get a fine next time. It's like, yeah, fine. I understand the concept.
There were the dark times, and slowly but
So, what are you in for?
Oh, I'm just here for the great company.
Aren't you a little young to start working for Allwater?
What? No, I meant because it was a joke, doofus.
Oh.
Yeah. Could you let me wait in peace now?
Oh, sure. Will do. Have fun.
Felix?
Hi, Ma. Look, before you say anything,
Whatever your excuse is, it'll have to wait. Busy, busy times. Mr. Secretary, please charge whatever Felix's fine is to the company tab, please.
Of course, Mrs. Van der Vaart. Have a pleasant day. You too, Master Van der Vaart.
freedom! Have fun, Harold!
we enjoyed our first instantly iconic ad campaign.
We reluctantly interrupt your daily business for some important information for all inhabitants of the Fedora 1.
Dear people, crew, and company, we seem to have discovered something super cool. Please do consider to congregate tonight at the Agora Theatre for some important information.
How exciting.
Oh, Harold, here you are. I've been looking all over. Get your buns to the lab, if you please.
I do beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is still the matter of an outstanding fine for Mr. Halibut to find a proxy for. A completely reasonably priced and fairly applied fine, if I do say so myself.
Sir, please do not cause me further consternation. Just put it on my tab as always. Come on, Harold.
Projects such as opening up the Pelican Station.
She seems nice.
To the public. A landmark customer poll reflecting our continued commitment to being approachable and accountable showed us.
We'll probably hit.
Mr. Halibut, you'll need this before you go.
A ticket home?
Yes, and only home. It's not valid for any other routes.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And your tube pass should be unlocked again within 24 hours. So you'll be back to the luxury of fully automatic tube travel eligibility approval once again.
I can't wait.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying we'll probably see these adverts. Lots.
Every time I need you, Harold, it's something else. What's wrong with you? I can't handle your shenanigans while we're in the middle of this mess.
I know. I'm sorry. Next time...
This must have an underlying cause. I remember when you were still in school and your teacher telling me about how you would just stare out of the window, oblivious to how he was shouting at you. It's like you've never snapped out of that daydream.
So they got water is their ad campaign. It's probably like the 5th time it said that, and I've only just heard that. Okay, just want to have an explore. It does stutter every so often. I can zoom in. I cannot run.
I was never in a daydream, just... the other stuff was boring.
Harold, I'm not sure which is worse. The idea of you living with your head in the clouds or never being excited by life. Only boring people get bored.
I'm sorry, Professor.
Ah, tube travel.
This location is not accessible via your permission slip, and you know it.
Woo woo woo. Oh, I was already here.
Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon.
But why isn't the line active? What needs improving? A man has a right to know.
I don't know the exact decision-making process that led to this, sir, but I assure you it will be for the good of your overall long-term tube traveling experience.
So will we get discounts on the other lines as a result of the inconvenience?
As of yet, there is no discount scheme in place, as we calculated the possible inconvenience to be negligible.
Wouldn't need a discount if the prices weren't so high in the first place.
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
So what can you comment on?
I am authorised to comment on the nature of the tube closure, which is that all water have had to close the line temporarily for improvement works.
Yes, you said that. Have these improvements been carried out before?
I cannot say if the exact same optimizations have been made to another line.
So what can you comment on?
I can confirm that there is no discount scheme in place, and that we believe the fares to be fair.
So who calculates the fair price?
I can't comment on the pricing strategy, I'm afraid, sir. I'm just a travel secretary.
This is ridiculous. Can I talk to your manager?
Certainly, sir. If you'd just like to go to the all-water public office and make
This location is not accessible via your permission slip, and you know it.
no reason, sir.
This location is not accessible via destination decided. Enjoy the view.
Okay, I think our conversation looped. It is kind of an old school, like, satire
Harold, I'm tired of chasing after you like you're a stupid butterfly.
of bureaucracy.
What's a butterfly? That sounds silly.
A butterfly is an insect from Earth.
Where are we?
They have beautiful patterns on their wings and drank pollen from flowers. I suppose you could say they often appear in extra natural moments in life. On the other hand, they were terribly inefficient, flighty, overly trusting, and delicate. Ergo, you never take responsibility, and I never know where to find you next.
I know I drift off a bit sometimes, but all water raised the tube fares again, and they never announce it properly. This time it really was an honest mistake. Plus, there was this woman who...
Quiet, Harold. We don't have time for your flights of fancy right now. There's important work afoot.
Oh, yeah.
Have you checked the blockage in the filter station yet? And did you need to feed the fish too?
Yes, those two. I'm on the case. Bye, Professor.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, I'm sure those are all my tasks for the day.
You seem to have waylaid your PDA. It really is a wonder you get anything done around here.
Thanks, Professor. It's got a life of its own.
Strangely enough, I noticed you hadn't added your daily task list to it. And I don't want to have to remind you about them again.
Oh, thanks. Let's see. So I access the list. It'll come back to me.
Just go to the 4 selection buttons.
Okay. Where were they again?
The upper right of the pad.
Yeah. Top of the 4 buttons, right? Cool. Then I use the navigation knob to highlight.
So is this entire game just people shouting at Harold?
And then hit the bottom button?
Precisely.
Okay, great. And it's the rightmost button to go back, right?
Indeed. Now hop to it. And I'll see you at the Agora arcades when you're done.
Clean the filter station. Feed the fish. This is definitely our top speed. Fish, fish, fish.
Drat. It's out of food.
Why, of course it is.
Better ask Cyrus about this.
Cyrus the virus? This is where we sleep, presumably. Right. Don't know where the filter station is. But I haven't seen anything in here, so I'm going to leave.
Sözüm olsun.
Ah, Harold. Perfect timing.
Oh, Senor Tenenbaum. You too.
I was just hoping to watch some Sun Tzu's Ashk. Got any idea how to work the old telly?
Yeah, I think it's one of those all-water ad-only models.
Ah. Should still be good for watching the announcement on tonight, though, right?
You're really gonna watch that? They'll just announce another tube price hike again.
Well, who knows? Diego from Health Services said he heard something about the reveal of something important.
Her şeyi hatırlıyorum. Mucize. Mucize bu. Sen benim aşık olduğum kadındın. Kadınsın.
What is Sun Tzu's Ashk?
Yes. Sun Tzu's Ashk. Eternal Love. Best and only Turkish novella we have on board. I thought season 18 was bad, well, with all the drama around Emery's cousin and whatnot. It's worth powering through to season 36, though. That's where the plot really thickens.
I'll try to check it out sometime.
Birbirimizi katiyen unutmayacağız.
What brings you to the lounge, anyway?
Would you guess that the tubes to the utility district and the social district are down again?
Strangely, yes. I can believe that. Does that mean school is out?
Yep. The Bambinos are happy, and I don't mind the time off. But if it goes on much longer, they'll forget everything.
Won't they do their homework?
Maybe. The whole social district is off limits right now, so at least there won't be much else for them to do.
Is that why you're hanging out here?
Mostly. It's just kind of cozy here, though, you know?
I suppose it is.
Anyway, don't mind me, Harold.
Bye, Chris.
See you later, Harold. I'll be here if you want some company.
What about some swoop water?
Against all water. 11188 triple AW. Don't be silly.
We'll take the stairs. Nothing in here for us. I don't know one more stairs yet. To finish exploring the floor. Botanicals.
Hey, Sai.
Oh, hey, Harold. What's going? How's up?
Just doing my usual rounds. Trying to clean the fish and feed the filter station.
Super nice. How are the fishies doing?
They're swimming away, looking good. But there's no food left in the fish feeding machine.
Ah, lovely. Yeah, I've been thinking about fish a lot recently. I've been wondering if, given fish blood is such a good fertilizer, what the slow release phosphates and nitrogen, but we don't want to hurt fish. If samples were taken, we could somehow synthesize the...
Sai, that sounds very interesting, but what about the food for the fish themselves?
Oh, yes. Sorry, Brad. Didn't I restock the other night? Must have just thought about it. I'll have to formulate some more.
You make the food yourself?
Oh, I do indeed. I'm working on a new recipe at the moment, in fact.
But I mean, can fish even taste?
It's not just about taste, it's about nutrition. We want their gills to function optimally, don't we? And their pigments to express as vividly as possible, a bit like flowers.
Sai. New fish food would be great. I'm sure they'll love it.
Well, I'll get right on it. Promise. Yeah, I think I have a test batch. Yep, here. A little taster to keep them going. You should try some too.
Thanks. I'll let you know what they think.
Sounds a tiny bit like the Doctor from one of the Star Treks.
Oh, did you see that?
Was that fish real?
I'm not sure. I mean, even if it wasn't, their methods are getting way more sophisticated lately.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to seeing what stunt they're going to pull next.
Me too. As long as I don't have to clean it up. Do you remember their first messages?
Yeah. Wasn't it something about FEDORA not being able to take off being a conspiracy?
Yes, on all those little flyers. Handwritten, too. What did that fish message mean, do you think?
I guess something about exploring the planet?
Didn't it say what's out here?
Ooh, like they've hidden something?
Maybe they think the ocean is a conspiracy, too?
I've completed a task. Added something to my notebook as well. Space toast! Well, it's all looking above board. Let's go feed those fish. He's not quite on the stairs, but won't hold that against Harold. Oh, we can't jog. Fuck. Okay. We are never walking anywhere ever again.
Little fishy, your little dishy is now served.
Yeah! Cool. Let's try and accomplish our other task. By lightly jogging. Oh, we're cooking with gas now. Down we go. None of this walking nonsense. I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. We have a backwards E. Huh. It's empty, I guess. It says 19. Let's try and fill it up. I've tried pressing all the buttons, by the way. I have not tried pressing all the buttons. I had to go upwards on that screen.
Clean as a whistle again. Okay, Herald Bot Diagnostic Report. Scanning. Scanning. All tests completed satisfactorily. Enjoyment evaluation minimal. Energy levels depleted. Recharging required. Next destination, Agora Arcades.
Cool. I think that requires teleportation. But not teleportation, tube travel, isn't it? Are you allowed in the Agora?
Why isn't this working? So typical. I suppose the ticket reactivation is still going to take a while.
Evet sevgilim.
Hello again.
Hey, Chris. Ticket not working. Mind if I watch the announcement with you?
Oh, be my guest. Not that I actually live here.
Oh, it's starting.
We chose the stars, not instead of the Earth, but because of it. We chose sacrifice and responsibility. Well, we didn't, I guess, but our ancestors did, and we wouldn't be here if they hadn't. Left, I mean. We'd be back on Earth, and where would that have got anyone? We may not have ever seen our home, tasted its air, or gazed across its boiling seas, but we remember it. And then we made a new home, even if it wasn't quite what anyone had in mind. And one corporation over all others helped make that possible. All water. On that note, I'd like to introduce Madam CEO Brenna Castletrop.
Good day to you all. As you may know, I am Brenna Castletrop, the CEO of All Water Corporation. More importantly, I'm a citizen of the Fedora just like you. And it's my unmitigated pleasure today to show you what you're about to see. Join me in reliving and celebrating the remarkable journey we've been on together before we unveil the next step of that journey.
Ooh, secret.
It may have started with one man, but it took the hearts and minds of many more to make the dream a reality. That dream began at the height of the Cold War, when the world was on the very brink of annihilation. He conceived of an Ark-like spacefaring ship, financed by the wealthiest countries, families, and private institutions such as the Schlipmeyer Foundation, as a gesture of global care for the human race. That ship journeyed for 200 years, was home to 5 generations, and sailed past many solar systems, making fascinating discoveries along the way, like the bacteria that are now responsible for our energy supply, or the mineral samples we took from planets along the way that allow us to build new materials. We had difficulties to deal with too, such as surprise asteroid fields, periods of hopelessness, and the unpleasant albeit brief alien infestation. And of course, 120 years after launch, our last message from our beloved Earth in its final moments. After 200 years, we finally arrived at our destination, only to find that the promising, watery planet contained no habitable landmass and dense, toxic gases in the atmosphere. Hardly the second Earth we had hoped for. It wasn't long into our new search that the solar winds came. Maybe our ancestors couldn't have possibly known, or maybe they could, that they would cause our ship to crash, just like Icarus, but with worse luck. Either way, we can be thankful for a soft landing and good waterproofing.
Wasn't that a wild ride, huh? We've achieved so much aboard the Fedora, but we've never stopped thinking big. We had the idea to make sure we weren't missing out on anything going on outside. We're in a whole new galaxy, so we should be listening to see what the local news is. So we hatched a new plan. A state-of-the-art, deep space radio buoy capable of keeping itself afloat and slowly circumnavigating our watery new home while scanning for signals and interesting cosmic gossip. And, wait for it, yes, we're delighted to announce it's floating to the surface right now. That's right, the buoy will be in position in another few hours. Big congratulations and thanks to All Water for making this possible. I'm excited to see what we pick up.
That was some announcement, huh?
Sure. Makes for some nice gossip. But I think they should fix the tube system or upgrade the TVs, eh? For this fancy boy drama, eh?
Yeah, that'd be nice. What if there really is nothing else out there?
Exactamundo. We should be focusing on inner space before outer, huh?
Yeah, man. Speaking of inner space, I hope the tickets are working again tomorrow.
Que claro. At least I brought some homework to mark. Those bambinos will forget everything at this rate.
And you've got your trusty couch.
Yep. We've gotten to know each other well.
Okay. I'm gonna get some sleep. Buonanotte, Chris.
Buonanotte, Harold.
Call 111-88. 111-88.
I like how small the space station is and how long the phone numbers are.
Please remember, the all-water tube system will shortly be closing for the night. Get snug, not stranded.
Oh boy, what a day. Here's hoping tomorrow's a bit more relaxed. I could do with a day off. All this running back and forth for people is tiring, man. But, Agent Harrelson, that's what they pay you for. Don't let us down now.
Fucking sleeping with goddamn tools on. Just wearing the same clothes you slept in, eh?
Morning, Harold.
Hello, Professor. What did you think of that announcement?
It was quite fantastically self-aggrandizing.
Yes, it did go on a bit. The boy seems cool, though.
Indeed. I'm sure it'll make a great source of distraction. Now, if you're quite ready...
Sure. Ready for what?
I made a breakthrough discovery at the Arboretum last night. You remember the last batch of bloomy rocks?
Oh, the really small ones from the last intake? The ones with the strange shapes and the little holes and...
The blue ones, yes. Turns out their surface composition doesn't just give us clues about our immediate aquatic environs. I think they've picked up some influences from outer space as well. Take a look through the microscope. You'll see what I mean.
Just remind me exactly how that thing works again.
Harold, are you fooling me? This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention. You need to open the hatch first.
So, yeah, there's things like this which make me feel like it was made for people that don't play computer games, which makes sense given the whole aesthetic. It was clearly made by artists, and I'm reminded of. I'm kind of sad I stopped. I should go back to it. I played a whole bunch of itch.io games. There was some charity ones. I bought a couple, to be honest, but the first big charity one. And I was going to go through like half an hour of all of them. And I did like 100. Did I do 100 or do I like 40? I mean, 40 times half an hour is still a lot, especially with all the visual novels. If I go back, I'm just going to skip all the visual novels, which is sort of ironic because what this is, but this is better than a visual novel. But there were several art games. And there's one that just says like, oh, this is the first ever art game. And I'm like, I don't think that's true, but okay. And it was just you walking in strange desolate landscape. And I was like, you know what? It's not bad. It's actually not, but like for half an hour, I feel like all games already are art games. Like, that's just, you don't need to add art. But like, I could see that it was doing something that was kind of interesting. What I fucking hated though, the absolutely worst game I played was a game about an American philosopher who built a fucking shed. He got a grant from the government and he built a house in the woods. And he's like, everyone should live in a house in the woods. And like, motherfucker, you got given money to build that shit. You built everything we had in nature. And like, why am I playing a computer game about this guy? This seems like he'd hate it. And I just, let me walk around in a desolate landscape, please. That's much better. I could see the brushstrokes for that one, and I could appreciate it a lot. But I am reminded of that, which is why I was happy to walk everywhere. I was a little bit impatient, obviously, but the whole press. Have you tried pressing the A button? As if anyone on the Game Pass doesn't know how to interact with things. So they want people who are not computer game people to play, which is fair enough because it's probably not going to be super popular with the gamer crowd.
Now activate the switch next to the board to open the sample shelf.
What?
Harold? Not that door. Over here. The rock you want is in the container on the lower right. You remember your left and right? Bring it to the microscope and insert it into the hatch. Et voila! Check the microscope and finally you'll see what I mean. The one you're looking at now seems to have picked up radiation from our nearest sun. There's a particular mark for each time there's been a solar flare.
I can only see one mark?
That's the problem. There isn't enough of a recording on this one. I dated it to roughly 40 BC.
So we need an older one. For?
Exactly. Older ones, ideally. Although I doubt we'll have much luck catching more of them by chance. Oh, yes. We have to figure out when there's going to be a gap between flares. Flares cause the solar winds. A gap between solar storms is our only window for leaving this place. I need you to look into this, Harold. If anyone on board has an older rock, we need it procured. Yes?
But if we're not going to be able to catch one, where am I supposed to start looking?
You could start at Tommy's store. You and I both know that guy somehow gets hold of whatever those filter stations spit out, and then sells them at an outrageous markup.
Good evening, Jean.
Nice to see you, Bridget.
Is the sample in the microscope? I'm really curious to inspect it.
Yes, you definitely should.
Hey.
Hey, you're the professor's assistant, Jeremy, right?
Yes, but no. I'm Harold Halibut. I interned in your section for about a year.
Oh, goodness, you're microwave boy.
So, you do remember me.
Yes, how could I forget that debacle? Actually, I've just met with your professor.
Is everything okay?
Not entirely, but I probably shouldn't be telling you.
Okay, I'll...
But I suppose if Moreau trusts you, I'm a bit worried about our ship's energy reserves. Thought I'd talk to your boss about it. She's the smartest person on board, isn't she?
Reserves? Are we in some kind of trouble?
Now I've said too much. Ask Moreau. Perhaps she'll tell you more.
Did you guys talk about the Bloomy Rocks at all? Moreau said I should maybe check with your husband.
As a matter of fact, we did. As for my husband, you'll have to ask him. which is more than I've been able to do the past few days. Knowing that infuriating rock collection, I'm sure he'll find you something. He's a sweetheart, really, you know? Go ask him.
See you later.
Bye, Richard.
So...
Dare I ask, what is it?
So, Bridget told me about some kind of energy shortage and to ask you about it. Any idea what she meant?
Yes, she mentioned she may have found a link between something in the water and our solar wind problem. It's speculative, and now isn't the time. That all?
So, Bridget told me about some kind of energy shortage and to ask you about it. Any idea what she meant?
Yes, she mentioned it's speculative, and now that all?
Oh, no, it's okay. I'll be off.
Be good, Harold. Harold, when you see Cyrus, could you give him a message for me?
Sure thing, Professor.
Just ask him, how are the details coming along?
Okay. I will ask him, but,
Yes, I know. I could ask him myself, but didn't you stop to wonder why I don't want to?
I just did stop to wonder.
It's complicated, okay? We go back a long way and don't always see eye to eye, especially on matters of categorization, nomenclature, and subsequent archiving methodology. Not that he ever saw fit to delineate his preferred... Don't mind me, Harold. I just mean, Cyrus has his stubborn phases, and I just can't talk to him when he's in one.
Okay, say no more. Your message is safe with me.
Actually, Harold... No, it's okay. Nothing. Run along now.
New tasks, wonderful.
Do you ever feel like your food tastes bland? It's missing that snap, that sweet saucy something. Get down to pickled everything. We pickle everything here. We got honey pickled rosemary onions. We got spicy pickled cardamom seeds. We got crispy pickled fish skin. Or just get a menu plate of pickled dips, pickled juices, maybe a pickled muesli bar. Pickled everything. Pickled everything.
I suspect we'll be in a right pickle soon. Don't ask me why I feel that, but I sense it's true. It's the filtration pump, isn't it? Just like what the sign says. He's not here. Like, damn it. So I tried making a game once, and one of the things you do when you make a game is you tell the camera how to behave. So you can see he doesn't stay in the center, he's got the ability to run forward slightly. And then the camera catches up with him. But what they could have done is they could have known what direction he was facing, move the camera slightly in that direction so you could see a little bit more. Not really an issue in a game of this nature though. But it's a thing they could have done.
We'll handpick just the right plantains with you. Plantain planet. It's not a banana, it's plantain. You know plants give us that clean air we like to breathe. But did you also know a study found that they make us up to 16% happier in our day-to-day lives? Here at Plantastic, we have all the plants in the Fedora. Plan to get some plants? Come and increase the green in your life. Come to Plantastic. Plantastic. Finest potions. Potions for what does your heart desire? Look deep, deep into the potion. When you know what potion you need, we will be ready. The potion will be ready. Like magic. The door will open. The door to your heart. Step through it. Into potions, potions, and magic. Winter is a state of mind. But at Slippy's Winter Sports, it's also a state of body. Pop into our aircon-chilled store and let us transport you to another world of ice and snow. Ready to go? Slide on over to Slippy's, where it's always the season to be jolly. Stuff everywhere. Need stuff elsewhere. You schlep it there.
Hatırlamıyorum. Hiçbir şey hatırlamıyorum. Ah benim bu talihsiz başım.
At some point I'm going to have to figure out how to save this game.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You may now exit the tube.
Utterly unconcerned for your own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard for the future of humanity.
Harold, good timing. You can explain things to the Major, can't you?
Harold, come here and explain things. And yourself.
Major, I'm just passing through. I really don't know what this is about. Hi, Felix.
So you're not here to make excuses for this diminutive delinquent?
Hey, I'm not diminutive. I've just got longer to live than you. And Harold, tell him about our plan.
Harold! I thought I told you to stay out of trouble. I should have known you'd be wrapped up in this.
I'm not in trouble. There is no plan.
Are you questioning my authority and or organizational merit?
What? No, Major,
If I find out you're a bad influence on young Felix here...
Not me, Major. Whatever Felix did, I'm sure it was meant innocently.
And how would you know about that? Unless you're in league with him.
I mean, if you just relax.
Relax? Harold, you're really starting to tweak my beak.
But what did Felix do anyway?
Utterly unconcerned for his own safety, no respect for authority, wanton disregard.
Anyway, Major, under whose jurisdiction is Harold in trouble?
Mine! I'm the law here. Felix, will you be a witness to this?
Absolutely.
And can you testify to Harold's involvement?
Only if he's willing to testify to mine.
Harold, tell the truth now. It'll be easier in the long run.
I haven't witnessed anything to testify.
Damn it! Then the case is in danger of falling apart.
I'm sure Felix's parents will deal with this.
Good point. They should really be present while you question me, Major. I'm only a minor.
Don't you throw the book at me, son. Where are they anyway?
I don't know. And good luck finding them.
Oh no, Felix, have you lost them?
Harold, leave this to the professionals. Felix, do you mean to tell me you've neglected to file a missing person or persons report?
Shouldn't we look for them?
Don't change the subject.
But Major, what is the subject?
That's right, Harold. Know your rights.
If, and I mean if, you're acting as some kind of heroic big brother figure to this young man, I expect you to be a positive influence.
There's no...
Come on, spit it out, man!
Just leave me alone, Sandstrom. I've got fish to feed.
Okay, Harold, but your fish won't save you if I catch you red-handed. Now, Felix! Where is Felix?
Oh, no. Felix?
Harold, you've lost him! Ugh.
Some people were born slippy. That's what I was going to say, and then I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, John. You're just referencing a song without it actually making any sense at all.
Hello, Mr. Secretary. 8, right?
I'm afraid not. You must be thinking of my brother, Secretary 8. Or Secretary 24, of course.
Oh, sorry. I always get that mixed up. There are just 3 of you, right?
Well, now, 3 of us work for Allwater, yes.
Oh, so there's another who doesn't?
Yes, Secretary 8 is the man to ask about that. He remembers it all much better than I do.
Remembers? Okay, sounds serious.
Anyway, I'm neglecting my post. Welcome to the Agora Arcades. Would you like to partake in the monthly all-water raffle bonanza?
Oh, sure. Wait, is it free to enter?
Certainly. The raffle is a generous gesture of frivolity from Allwater to you, the citizens of Fedora.
What are the prizes?
Well, there's a long list of luxuries, a plethora of pleasurable prizes. The full list can be perused at your leisure on the Allwater Public Access Forum.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'll just spin her up. Drum roll, please. And... Looks like you were unlucky this time, but that's life. Try again next month.
You didn't even pull anything out of it. It's the Agora. Sadly, I'm agoraphobic, which means I must let you go. I don't know how to stop playing. Let's not mess with that. Not really sure if I want that, but well, just gonna see where this takes me. Yeah, sure. I've been to Johnstruct. been having a Harold Halibut adventure. This seems like a very good late night game to play. Because it doesn't involve me like using any skills or thinking. But I must go now. Thank you very much for watching. Farewell. I'll see you next time.